Friends, and welcome to another video lesson from DVOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. So this time we'll be talking about Python dictionary as part of the playlist called Python tutorial, and you'll be learning about this new stuff. Okay. When we hear the word dictionary, what comes to mind is a pair of, the book that we use to look up the meaning of a word, isn't it? So that's not exactly, but the dictionary in in Python is something with a similarity in that a dictionary that we know uh, involves a pair of things, a word and its meaning. Here, it's something similar. It's a bit like that. It's also a pair. So the pair is called key value pair. Okay, I will write it down here for your convenience. So we say key value pair. So it's a pair of objects, text, a key, and then a value for that key. So the key can be of a string data type, or it could be numeric, could be, let's say, integer. And then the value is also the same. It can either be string or numeric. Okay, and they are separated by a column, just to distinguish between the key and the value. Okay. Other terms that can be used to describe what is a key for dictionary in the IT world is you can hear of the terms lookup or reference, lookup table, reference tables. The concept is very similar. You go to a lookup table or reference table to, let's say, get the description of a code. Let's just say maybe the code is called F001, and that code is in the table, and it is an equivalent what's this value of Apple. You see, this is something that is in practice in the IT world, especially in database. Okay, so let's try creating a dictionary which we can later use to the unit converter. For starters, a dictionary is a data collection which is ordered, changeable, and which doesn't allow duplicates. Okay, so it doesn't allow duplicates. It's ordered. It follows a certain sequence of the objects being recorded in that when we define the dictionary. Okay, so for readability, I will be writing the dictionary in a certain manner so you can get a grasp of the syntax. Okay, let's try creating a dictionary. Starts with the dictionary name. So I'm giving the name. In this case, the name is Eng to SI, meaning English to SI, because I'm intending to create or use this later as a unit converter. So we're creating a dictionary. We start with a dictionary name. Okay, no spaces to there. And then there's an equal sign. And then your dictionary should be enclosed in curly braces and braces. Some people call this curly brackets. I would just call it braces, up to you. So, okay, the name, the equal sign, and braces, a pair of them. Inside the braces, you will define the items that compose the dictionary. So again, the items it's composed of key value pairs. So let's look at one pair here. So this is the key in, which is inch. And since it's a string, I enclosed it in double quotes, can be single quotes also. And then column to separate it from the value. The value is 1. So meaning in this key value pair, the key is in, meaning inch, and its value is 1. And then I put a comma because I will add another key value pair. So here's another key value pair. The key is cm, centimeter, enclosed in quotes because it's a string, and then followed by a column to separate it from its value, and its value is 2.54. Okay, same thing here. Key value pair, this one. The key is gal for gallon, and then its value is 1. Okay, and separating each key value pair is a comma. Okay, so don't be so confused. I know it will be, don't be overwhelmed. So this is how you create a dictionary. Give it a name, equal sign, a pair of braces, and inside that you will put your key value pairs. Key, colon, value. and then you separate each key value pair by or with a comma. Okay, so that is our what's this, dictionary. Now let's try to display this using a print command. Okay, print with the familiar looking parentheses, and then inside the print you will put the name of the dictionary. Okay, I will execute this. So what happens is it displays all the values, and not only the values, the keys and the values, all the contents of the dictionary you have just defined. Okay, now let me just rewrite the dictionary. Here I am writing this for readability. You can see clearly each key value pair in one line, right? Now, if I will just rewrite this for the sake of space, so you can have that option, you can have that confidence that you can write this in multiple ways and they will still work. It will still work. Okay, so I'm writing the dictionary in single line, in a single line, and then I will execute. So you can see, okay, I will just make sure it's fresh. You can see the output is the same as before. Okay, the only difference is that I reconfigured the way I presented or typed the elements of this dictionary, which are all enclosed in a pair of braces. Okay, now if you wanted to know how many items there are in the dictionary, you will use the len function. Okay, len function here. So instead of saying print the name of the dictionary, I am printing the length of the dictionary. Length function, use len, L-E-N. Okay, and then let's execute this. So the length function, L-E-N, will give you or return the number of items in that dictionary. Okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 key value pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 key value pairs. That's why we have 6. Okay. And then now, if you wanted to display only the keys, earlier, if you remember, we saw not just the keys but also the values together. Now, if you only wanted to display the keys, then you will say this. Maybe. Okay, okay. Let's cut this for now. So if we only wanted to display the keys, then you will use the keys method. This is called the method. A method belongs to a data. Okay, I will explain later on in some of the video the key differences between a function and a method, because they are so similar and yet they have some subtle differences. Okay, so this is a method. And it displays you only the keys of this dictionary, which are inch, centimeter, gallon, liter, pound, and kilogram. Okay, and also if you wanted to display only the values instead of the keys, then you use the values method. Okay, it's also a method. Method belongs to a data set. Okay, okay, so I will execute this. It is only displaying the values of the key value pairs. Remember, each one here is a key value. So this is the key, and this is the value. So we're only displaying the values 1, 2.54, 1, etc. Okay, so they are here. Now let's print a specific key in the dictionary. To do that, we'll pass a parameter which is to the print function. Okay, so let me just do this. I wanted to just print or display the value of the key called inch. Okay, so that is 1. And you can check if you're doubting that. You go to your dictionary definition and then you go to the key called inch, and its value indeed is 1. Okay, if you want to change that, let's just change that to cm and then do the same. That's the value of it. So you are printing the specific value, the value of a specific key. Remember, each one here is called a key value pair. Okay. Note also that in Python, in a dictionary, duplicates are not allowed. Okay, let's see what happens when we have a duplicate. Okay, let me just paste it here. If you notice in the dictionary definition I'm presenting here, I have a duplicate entry for the key called litter. Okay, so this and this, it's a duplicate. The values may be different, but the keys are duplicated, so that's not allowed. Let's see what happens if I execute this. So there's no error, but what happens is that Python will take the most recent value, the latest one, of the duplicated key. So the duplicated key is litter. Here it's 3.785, the value. Here the value is 8.9. So it took the more recent one, which is 8.9. So here you see lit is 8.9. This is a value of 8.9. These are the key value pairs. Key value. Okay, so that's how it behaves. Again, Python dictionaries don't allow duplicate entries, duplicate keys, that is. Okay, as earlier mentioned, I intended to show you how to use this dictionary as a unit converter of units, meaning you will enter a value of a certain unit and it will be converted to the value in a different unit that you prefer. So here are the conversion formulas I plan to use. Okay, I will just show it here. Okay, so this is the simple formula. If you enter inch, a value in inch, I will multiply it by 2.54. It gives you the value in centimeter. If you enter a value in gallons, you will multiply it by 3.785. It gets converted to a value in liter units. And similarly, if you enter a value in pounds, LB, it will have to be multiplied by 0.453 to get you, or to give you, the equivalent value in kilograms. Okay, so those are the formulas I'll be using in the function that I will be creating. Okay, so let me just paste it here again. So what happens is, inside is the dictionary which I have created in a few minutes ago. Okay, the one called eng to SI, meaning English to SI unit, but I'm using it inside the definition of a user-defined function. I'm creating a function called convert eng to SI. Remember in a previous video, if you haven't, if this is your first time at the channel, I do suggest you watch the series from the very beginning of the playlist called Python tutorial. You will have a better learning journey instead of just jumping here and getting frustrated and not understanding certain things, certain concepts. Okay, so in a previous video we've talked about user-defined functions. Okay, so this def used to create a user-defined function. I am naming the function convert eng to SI. It's followed by a pair of parentheses inside of which I can specify one or more parameters. In this case, I'm specifying 3 parameters. One is called val, second is unit eng, third is unit SI. Val will be the numeric value which the user will enter, which he wants to get converted into some other unit. This unit eng will be the unit of the current unit of the value you're entering, and this will be the unit to which you wanted to convert this value for different unit. Okay, this is again the dictionary I've shown you just a while back. And then here in the return statement is actually the formula to do the conversion, which is dynamic. Dynamic meaning it regardless of what the unit you're specifying in the formula here, I mean in the parameter list here, then it will be handled properly by this formula. So the return has the formula wherein it multiplies val, which is the first parameter, by the value of the dictionary value of unit eng which will be whatever you pass here, multiplied by, this is multiplication, multiplied by the dictionary value of unit SI, which is the third parameter. That's what happens. So again, even if you have a function, it will be useless unless you call it. You'll have to invoke it somewhere in the code. So I'm calling the function here by simply naming, by mentioning the name of the function, which is convert ang to SI. It's here. And then since the function is being defined with parameter signature of 3 parameters, I'm also passing 3 parameters. So this 12 will be for val. This in, which is enclosed in quotation marks because it's a string, is for unit ang parameter, while cm, centimeter, will be for the unit SI. So meaning the user or I want this value of 12, which is currently in inches, to be converted to the equivalent value in centimeters. Okay, so I will just run this now. Okay, so what happens is we call this code here calls the function called convert ang to SI while passing 3 parameters. Okay, 12 is this val, and this is the current unit. This is the unit you want to convert it to. So using the dictionary here, this formula will use that dictionary. Okay, the formula is here, as I explained a while back. So val is the numeric parameter you're passing, which is 12, being multiplied by the dictionary value of unit ang. So I'm passing in to this parameter in inch, passing here. And then it gets called here. It is being looked up in the dictionary. So it goes to the dictionary called ang to SI and will look for the key called in, and it finds it here. And then what it does is it returns the value, which is 1. So it multiplies it here. This becomes 1. And then here it will do its work. It goes to the dictionary and looks for the value of this key. The key here is cm. Okay, so it goes to the dictionary, it looks for the key code cm, it finds it here, and it will return you 2.54. It passes that back here, 2.54. What happens is val, which is 12, times 1, the value of this key, times 2.54, the value of this key, cm. It results to 30.48. 30.48 is simply the centimeter value of 12 inches. Okay, and similarly, you can do the same thing by, if you wanted to do a conversion using all the other units, then you'll do the same thing here. Okay, so in this video, we have learned about Python dictionary, how to create, how to find out the length, how to display everything, how to display the keys, how to display the values, how to display the value selectively, and also how to use it inside the function. Okay, thank you for watching and listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and click the bell and pass the word. I hope to see you in the next video.